Hey, hello everyone, I'm Addison. This is the presentation for this semester, and I know you may think that why Addison didn't show her face. What a pity, right? But don't worry, I'm assured that this presentation will be better than my face, and I hope so. And the topic of this paper is girls' metamorphosis in Hayao Miyazaki's movies. And this is the agenda. The first research purpose, methodology, results, discussions, and conclusions. And this is the research purpose. The research purpose is to examine the heroes' metamorphosis in Hayao Miyazaki's movies and the adolescents' reflections about their experience of self-growth after seeing the movies. And I'm going to talk about the methodology. The participants in this questionnaire are 60 people in total, and there were 25 males and 35 females. And the researcher developed the questionnaire by following these steps: reviewing the references, generating items, peer feedback, guidance of professor, piloting Chinese version, translating into English, and the final version. And the researcher collected data in the two ways. One way was online questionnaire, and the other way was print questionnaire. And the results of this questionnaire were analyzed using Microsoft Office Excel 2003 and SPSS Statistics 70.0. And for the section results about the gender, there were 25 males and 35 females. And about the age, there were 39 respondents were above 20 years old, and 20 respondents were between 16 to 19 years old, and only one respondent was 12 to 15 years old. And results for examining adolescents' perceptions of the female characters. The first is most of the respondents thought that the female characters in Miyazaki's movies are special. And the majority, almost 90% of the respondents noticed the heroine's independence in the movies. And third, all of the respondents agree that the heroines are brave. And the results about the respondents' attitudes towards difficulties. Over 90% of the respondents liked and even admired the descriptions about the heroines' performances of facing challenges and difficulties in the movies. And 82% of the respondents would want to be like the heroines who try to change themselves after seeing the movies. And the results about the respondents' perceptions of the most impressive heroes. This question is open-ended question, and over 20 respondents picked Chihiro is spirited away as the most impressive heroine. And the last one is Chihiro. And the results about the respondents' perceptions of the most impressive heroes. Most of the respondents gave reasons for their choice based on the two categories, independence and courage. And there are some examples why they thought this character is independent and brave. For example, loss of parent company, and living in a difficult situation, and not being afraid of challenges, and the attitudes toward difficulties. And take a break. Yes. Okay, now come back. And about the discussions, the researcher obtained some findings based on previous studies. Half of the respondents gave the positive responses to the heroes' performances and the personalities in movies. They noticed the heroes' independence and bravery. And the second, more than 90% of the respondents expressed their interest in watching the scenes where the heroes overcome the difficulties. And according to the two findings, one can interpret that the heroine's performances had a great influence on the respondents. Moreover, the respondents who had positive perceptions of heroines' performances would also have positive attitudes toward difficulties and challenges in their life. And the reasons why about one-third of the respondents chose the hero as the most impressive heroine were related to these heroines' characteristics, independence, and courage. And these two characteristics were the two which the respondents mentioned many times: independence and courage. And about the conclusion, for adolescents, they are recommended to see Miyazaki's movies because they can learn how to face and solve difficulties in their life from observing the heroes' brilliant performances. And also, they can acquire the confidence to protect their own beliefs or follow their own thoughts. And for parents, they are encouraged to guide children to move from dependence to independence because parents play the essential roles in children's lives. Therefore, they should stay in an appropriate distance from their children or their existence will lead to children's dependence. As long as the children do not have the support to rely on, they can only depend themselves and be strong to face the adversity. And finally, the special thanks to you and you and you, those who are in the writing class. And last, special thanks to Danny, yes, and sorry I picked this picture from our department's website. And finally, we survived, yes. So thank you, bye.